Hey guys, this is Puneet and it is my first video on YouTube. The video is based on integrated instant chat messaging system in mobile environment. It is basically a PowerPoint presentation which I prepared for my seminar, and my topic was as stated above. So let's begin with the topic. Instant messaging. What it is. Instant messaging is a form of communication over the Ethernet that offers an instantaneous transmission of text-based messages from sender to receiver in push mode between two or more people using personal computers or other devices along with shared client. Instant messaging basically offers real-time direct written language based online channels. What that blah blah all means. The basically the meaning of this is as simple as that. It offers a real-time chat environment. That means you can send and receive a message within the fractions of seconds. And the mobile environment which I'm going to which I'm talking about is generally a phone which you're gonna use for your project. For example, it can be a Java phone, smartphone, or any kind of a high grade or a low grade phone. Basically, the phone has certain requirements, and the most probable requirement for my project was that my phone needs to support Java, as my system was a mobile application for Java environment, and so my mobile needs to support Java if I am creating it for Java. And the most important, my mobile needs to support 802.11a, that is an WAP environment. So because all the messages that I'm going to send are going to transmit via Ethernet. Let's see how it works. This is generally based on client server architecture, and as you can see, this is a sender. Sorry, I just kept it off. As you can see, this is a sender and this is a receiver. Both are gonna chat via Ethernet, but the message which is going to transmit will take the route via server and will receive to the receiver via server, and this creates a secure network. That the server which is here is nothing but a chat server, and the most probable you're gonna set a domain for it, because all the query you're gonna fire is gonna come via this domain. So let's begin how it's work further. This is your normal interface in mobile, and now this my interface refers to a username and password, and the password I used for my interface is basically my name, as well as password is generally a secured one, which is going to saved in a backend of my server, that is a chat server. Now once you enter your username and password, you can directly log in via server. Now let's see how this whole process works. This is an interface for a sender, so let's denote it by S. And once this is Ethernet, a chat server, then now I'm going to send a request to my chat server. Once the request is going transmitted from here, now then it's the responsibility of my chat server to transmit to a receiver which is on the other end. So let's talk something about chat server. My chat server basically deals with the three important aspects of a server. That means this is a normal server, but it has some specific requirement. For example, this server requires Microsoft .NET framework. The version may be as I use 3.0, but you can use any of the above, latest version. As recently it's 4.1. It should also support ISS service, also support ASP.NET, and even the most two important things, it should support WSE, that is Microsoft Web Services Enhancement and messaging queues. Messaging queue is the most important one because this is gonna take care of our messages which are going to be transmitted through the server. Our server's backend will contain a database which will contain username and password. The database can be basically an Oracle or an SQL database. That doesn't mean anything. Doesn't mean anything means you can use as per your requirement. Now let's begin. This is how the request is going to be transmitted from a user to a server via Ethernet. Now this phase is called authentication phase. The phase is the most important phase because the server must be authenticated that someone is going to use your services. Now at the same time the receiver on the other hand needs to know, but let's see what happens once I log in. As the server got authentication, server will verify the username and password stored in the backend, and when they are corrected, they're gonna log in. I am gonna log in, and this phase is called acknowledgement phase. This is another important phase because I need to know whether I am logged in or not in a particular service or not. So this is how the login phase work. Now you can clearly see that here my online contacts are appeared. Now let's move ahead. This is a transmission of message between two clients. How it's gonna work. This is the most important aspect because this will show you the clear idea how the message is gonna transmit. This is me. It's me and it's my interface. Now this is an internet and it's my friend Ashutosh, which helps my partner in my project, let's see. Here's the text I need to transmit, but here's the text which I am going to transmit, and it will be taking the route like this. Once I send it, the message gonna take the route and going to reach my friends, that's Ashutosh interface. Then it gonna be displaying in my my interface that I have sent something, and at the same time it will display on my friend's interface that he has received something. Now the vice versa can also happens. My friend can send a message to me, and the same thing gonna take place, but via same path, but in a reverse manner. Hence, this is the best way to transmit message because it will take the route of Ethernet, and that too via server domain that I am gonna establish. So it is the best and the secured way. Let's see what happens next. As you can clearly see, it's indicated over here what he has sent, and at the same time it's indicated over here also what I have received. Now it begins to a new phase. This is a technical aspect of my project that I have used a G2ME project, G2ME package, which one was client and other was server, and it's basically a client server architecture for which the server gonna help in communication between two clients, and the two clients can take the route of server only. Let's begin further. This is the three-way handshake which I am going to share you. It's a simple aspect. This is my mobile and this is my mobile interface. Once I'm going to log into my interface, I need to pass through an authentication process which will take the route via internet and will gonna blink on my server. Which will gonna hit on my server that someone has gonna use your services. Authentication process includes login request, username and password verification. Once you have verification, the authentication and the acknowledgement process will take place, and you have been notified that the username and password is verified and you can log into your system, that is you are connected to a server. Now let's move ahead. This is the next way how the message gonna transmit, or basically how the request gonna transmit between two clients. This is the client. This is the client who want to send a request to another one. Now what he can do is he can send a request only to his online contacts, that too if the other person needs to chat. This is a chat request for a request for a chat which is transmitted. That is an authentication process for the another user, that is our receiver, who wants to be chatted. This is our receiver, and now the receiver has two options: to accept it or to reject it. Now if the receiver accepts, then what? If the receiver accepts, then the acknowledgement processes will work, and the sender will acknowledge that the receiver has accepted my chat request, and now connection can be established between us. So he will acknowledge the user that, yeah, I know that you have accepted my request, and let's begin the chat. That is, establish the connection established, and sharing of messages can be there. There are another aspect of this, that the user may decline the request. So the request process will drop, and the user will again notify, the sender will again notify that your current request has been dropped. So this is how your whole process gonna work. This is Puneet, and thanks to listening my all this stuff.